Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, friends. How are you doing, my bull gang? I hope you're well. I'm here with an oracle deck that we're going to use this week. We're going to figure out what is going on for the overall energy for next week, and then we are going to throw some tarot at it, Taurus. We are looking at the last couple of days of September, and then we're headed into October. Happy Libra season. Let's find out what is going on for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We're using the Places Oracle, and then we'll get some tarot on it. Tell me about Taurus. What do we need to know? All right, we've got one that is flipped here. It says wind-swept region. It says breezy gusts, whirling winds, air expanse. Oh, dancing leaves. Listen, in my mind's eye, while I was reading that, what I saw was, do you guys know what a sprint car is? If you don't, maybe you can go Google it. Sprint cars are very small and they go really quickly. But if you hit the wrong gust of wind when you're in a sprint car, when you're racing, it will flip that thing right ass over tea kettle. I know that's an old person saying. It'll just flip it about. And so I feel like it feels like this breezy gust or this whirlwind. It's like something that's going to flip you, but it's going to put you in a different direction here. And so I think that while you're in the car, I'm assuming as the driver, when it begins to flip, that might be the holy shit moment, right? That's what it feels like. You're in sort of a wind-swept region, my friend. We've got the sky. It says infinite universe and cloud formations. So that tells me that, look, maybe you're flipping about in the car while you're on the racetrack in your sprint car, but it feels like the universe has got their eye on you. I want to say that somebody here knows it's going to be fine, but I feel like you're in a bit of a tailspin or a bit of a whirlwind. It's not quite a tornado, so I'm not saying it's a tower, but I feel like there's something here that's a gust of something that is showing up to point you in the right direction. It's like you were pointing that way, and now you're going to be pointing that way. We've got the infinite universe and cloud formations. I'm going to say keep your eyes to the sky. You might see something in a cloud formation that might be an answer to something, or might give you an idea about something. I feel like the clouds were possibly covering the sun for a little bit, but I feel like the sun here is peeking out against the clouds. And so it feels like you might be getting an aha moment in this midst of flipping around here, in this tailspin. We've got the bank. Okay, maybe you're laughing all the way to the bank. It says here, financial institution, saving and investing, loan and credit. We will talk about that. This could be about money, absolutely, because it is the bank. But look, you can take anything to the bank, right? You know that saying, you can take that to the bank. In other words, that's going to happen. I feel like for some of you, that's what I'm talking about. This is definitely going down. You just got to hold on to those I'm doing this because it's like a bar. We called it in my day, we called it the holy shit bar, right? You hold on to it when things are flipping about. Bottom of the deck, we've got the frigid realm. So we've got icy wilderness, arctic wonders, and polar extremes. It feels like this is going to be a time of extremes for you. It's like you go from a place that was detached, icy, cold, arctic wonders. Maybe you felt detached, or someone was feeling cold to you. Maybe someone went cold on you, and it feels like you are going to be flipping about in the extremes here, Taurus. Look at the extreme. Holy crap. I think I've said holy crap a few times already. But look at this. It goes from the frigid realm to the swimming pool. It feels to me like something is completely flipping on its head. So it says bathing, sunbathing and tanning, pool games and fun, pool parties. It feels like something goes from being really cold and frigid to from being disconnected and desolate to being warm, and things are melting, like your heart is melting. It feels like there is something coming up that you might want to go to the beauty salon for, whether you're feminine or masculine. Maybe it's time for that cleanup, right? Yeah. Let's get some tarot. Find out what else we're talking about here. Tell me more about Taurus, please. Interesting energy for the week ahead, Taurus. Did I already say that it's going to be partially September and then we're heading into October? I think I said that. Oh, what I didn't tell you is at the end of this video, we're going to talk about how you can find the extended if you're interested. And if you want a private reading, I will talk to you about that. If you're expecting your read to come today, it will. It'll be just later on this evening. Tell me about Taurus, please. What else do we need to know about Taurus? We've got the Six of Wands, yeah. We've got the Ten of Wands, and we've got the Three of Pentacles. Oh, sorry, not the Ten of Wands, but the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Taurus, it really feels like I like this particular depiction of the Six of Wands, because the Six of Wands is about coming back from the fight or the war, but this shows the Colosseum in Rome, and the Colosseum was the place where they did a lot of hand-to-hand combat, right? They would pick people and they would fight for the king and the queen right in front of them, almost as entertainment, but they would usually use people who had been in jail, or people who had broken the law, or who they thought had broken the law. There wasn't a whole lot of laws, right? Unfortunately, it was unilateral decisions made back then. But I feel like this is something that you're going to fight. You're going to fight the change. You're going to fight the tailwind. You're going to fight the tailspin. It feels like you're going to try and keep the sprint car on the track, I'm going to say, but it is going to end up in a victory, because it does feel like it's going to feel like hand-to-hand combat, Taurus. But with the breezy gusts and the whirlwind, the airy expanse and the dancing leaves, this does indicate to me that it's probably in the fall time. So, it could be in the spring. So if you're on the other side of the world, right, from me, I'm in Canada. So if you're on the other side of the world, the dancing leaves could also be a spring thing, right, as everything is melting and coming to life again. But it does feel like it could be, the winds usually gust. It does here in the prairies for sure. But, across the prairies of Canada, right, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and Manitoba, in that area there, in the prairies, when things gust, it usually gusts across the prairies. So we've got, there's something that's going on here that I feel that you're going to fight it, Taurus. I feel like it's supposed to come your way, but look, I feel like you're going to hold it off with brute force. It feels like it is change, I'm going to say, because it feels like it does point you in a different direction, and I think that you're holding on for dear life and saying, no, this is the direction I wanted to go. Tell me about Taurus, please. We've got the Five of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Hierophant. Yeah, you're digging your heels in here. We've got the Knight of Cups. Taurus, you know what? It feels like, okay, I'm just going to say that if this is like relationship related for you, it almost feels like you have your eye on someone, or you're hoping someone's going to come back. It's like you're very focused on one person. I think that that's not the person you're supposed to be with. The person that you've been waiting for and vying for and hoping for and wishing for, I don't think that that's supposed to be your person. I feel like there is some sort of turnaround or twist about that's coming up here. If we're talking about relationship, we'll go with that first. We got the Hierophant and the Knight of Cups. I think that you're digging your heels in and saying, no, Elsie, you're wrong. I know who my person is. But I feel like you need to be pushed in a different direction, because I think you're going the wrong way. And it's not going to be for all of you. It's a general reading, so relax, okay? We've got the Five of Swords in the reverse. This is sort of like a reconciliation kind of energy. It's like, I don't want to hold any grudges anymore. I'm going to finally let go and let God. I'm finally going to let things be the way they are instead of fighting it. I feel like you're not going to fight these winds. I'm going to say that these winds of change are coming here. And it might be romantic for some of you, but it feels like you, with the Hierophant energy, Taurus, that's your energy, right? I feel like you are listening to the higher self, and although you want to dig in your heels and you want to keep the structure that you have and the path that you're on, I feel like the Knight of Cups shows up to tell you to be a little more flexible. Because this is water energy, to go with the flow, and to maybe allow the water to flow, let it go in its own direction instead of trying to build dams and force the water in the way that you want to go. Let's talk a little bit about the sky. We'll come back and talk about this a little bit more, but let's talk about the sky, because I feel like you're if you decide to listen to the universe, now some of you are going to successfully fight this and not go the way that the wind is going to push you, and that's okay. That just means that that's you just need to go the other way to learn a lesson, and that's all right. We're all learning lessons no matter what way we're pointed, right? So this isn't the wrong way if you don't go this way. Please understand, I'm not telling you you're going the wrong way. I'm just saying that I think that change is needed, and I think that some of you will be flexible enough to take the change, and some of you won't be. So we have and it's all about wisdom. That's all it is. You get a little more flexible as you get older, as you get more wisdom. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. And so it feels like here with the sky energy, that if you keep your chin pointed toward the sky, I'm going to say that maybe if you look up, Oh, look up. Hang on, because I'm clairaudient. You guys know that. I'm hearing a song. That is Joy Oladokin. Look up. She says, look up. Do you see the sunlight? Look up. There's flowers in your hair. Look up, because somebody loves you. Trouble's always going to be there. Don't let it bring you to your knees. Look up. So I'm going to say that it feels like this change is almost like it pushes you in a direction that you're uncomfortable with, and you feel like things are breaking down. This is not a tower, by the way. This is not a tower, so this is not something that is completely, definitely something you have to do. But I do feel that the universe is trying to give you the chance to turn around. Turn around, bright eyes is what I'm hearing right now. So the sky tells me that with this 10 of Pentacles, I feel like the universe is trying to push you in the direction of something more solid, sturdy, something more valuable, in a better way for your health. For some of you, I'm not even talking about a relationship. For some of you, it's like you've been doing the same thing over and over. The Hierophant doesn't usually like to leave the path they're on. You might be moving in the wrong direction, and you will figure it out, but I feel like the universe is trying to push you in the right direction. It feels like this in the middle of the week here, it feels like there is something that you realize is going to be healthier for you, or more solid, grounded, more stable for you. And I feel like the sky says the infinite universe, so you might just finally get that in a prayer, or get it in some sort of meditation. It feels like you might get it in a cloud formation. We've got the Death card here. There is transformation here, my friend. So for those of you who are doing this, you're going to be inspired to change. So for some of you, it is not going to be this this hellish thing of leaving the path and going on the next. For some of you, it's going to be quite easy. I feel like you're flexible enough right now that you're going to be inspired to change, or to transform, or to look up. Oh yeah, she says Mondays aren't always bright. Some days you lose the fight. Life can be beautiful if you let it be. So, Joy Oladokin, I just love her. You guys go check her out. She's so talented. We've got the Judgment card. So something is changing here, Taurus. But I want to say that the universe presents it to you in a way that they make it say, look, it's your decision. It's always your decision. When the Judgment shows up, when the major arcana show up, Taurus, it's always coming at you 100%. So this is going to be offered to you. You can't stop that part, but you can react or respond, right? So something is about to change. There is a new path that's opening up for you. I feel like you're going to be inspired to go out on that path, because it looks pretty solid from here. The 10 of Pentacles is here, which tells me it is something that is very valuable, but it is going to be a decision you're making that is probably going to hang out for the next 10 years. So this feels like it is a major change, or a major something that is coming to an end, so something else can begin. It tells me that your path is going to change. Judgment card is being reborn into a new cycle, or you were going straight and now you're going right. It feels like that. For some of you, this could be this bank at the end of the month. It could be related to the rest of this, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. For some of you, I am looking at some sort of financial gain that you're going to make. So we could be talking about business, or maybe if you work for someone else, maybe it is a promotion or a raise. It feels like somebody here is going to be dealing with financial institution. And with the 7 of Pentacles, this is working really hard, but it's also throwing your seeds of intention. It's intentionally doing something and working hard on it, so you can reap the rewards of and the benefits of the hard work, of nurturing some type of path. So it feels to me like somebody's going to be dealing with a financial institution. It says savings and investings, loans and credits. So for some of you, it could be a loan that we're talking about. I feel like if we are talking about money here for you, and you are definitely going to the bank for a loan, or to invest something, or to get better, maybe your credit rating is going to get better. It feels like you've put a lot of hard work in, and you've transformed something financially, or your credit rating you've transformed. So I'm going to say that your chances of getting what you want are a lot better. And let's find out what this is here. Tell me about Taurus. We've got the Chariot. Oh, I like it. Look, the King of Pentacles is coming up. I love that. Oh, I choose you. No more confusion. Everything is settled. No more confusion. I'm going to say that this is probably a good time if you know that you'll qualify and, all of those things that you do financially. Make sure you're not putting a hit on your credit that you don't have to and all that kind of stuff. I feel like this is probably a good time for you to ask for the loan. Or if you've already asked for it, I feel like it comes back with a positive result. That's what it feels like here. The Chariot is here, and I feel like you've got a discipline in your finances here. Somebody here has become very disciplined. So you're going to save money, or you're going to decide, I've got to spend less on whatever that is for you. As Tauruses, we really love to live comfortably, and that doesn't necessarily have to mean overspending. I live quite humbly, but I live in a very comfortable place, and I don't go without the things that I want, but I also don't overspend on the things that don't matter to me. And it's different for all of you, right? But the Seven of Cups in the reverse, I love when it comes out in the reverse because there's no more confusion. There's no more confusion. It's Scorpio energy, and it's like I have planned, I have strategized, and you've also with the Chariot disciplined yourself financially. And I feel like something here is going to come up that is going to be a very positive thing. So somebody's going to hire you if you don't have the job, and it's probably going to pay more than you want, or you're going to get the promotion, or you're going to get the raise, or they're going to approve the mortgage, the loan, whatever it is, because of your discipline. So Chariot tells me victory, success. You're going to get victory and success. All of your hard work is about to pay off, Taurus. All right, so let's put down 3 more cards. Look, I've given you the basics here. I've given you the bones, right? And we're going to talk more about it because I would really like to know what this is, right? It feels like you were going one way and now something is going to push you in a different direction. Maybe you thought you weren't going to get the loan, and so maybe now moving has now become a real thing because now you're going to get the mortgage and you get to move to a different place. Like it feels like it puts you on a different path, but I feel like it's a path that pushes you in the right direction, but you are going to make the decision about what goes down. However, this Judgment card being here tells me that whatever's going down is because of the universe, right? It says the infinite universe on this card, the sky. And so something is going to change. So no matter what, there is change. We'll find out what that change is going to be. Let's put down 3 cards. We're going to go into the extension. If you'd like to be there, please look at the tip or the top, the top of the comments. And there is a pinned comment there. It gives you a link to the membership area. That's where all of the extensions are. Or you can purchase this one outright. There's a link to that there as well. And if you would like a private read, y'all are keeping me so busy with the live reads. It's been so much fun. Thank you for your call, Lori. And it was so great speaking with you. And then, if you want to do live calls, I'm offering live calls. There's all kinds of sales there. There's also pre-recorded readings that I'm doing, and I'm getting to those this evening. And so if you'd like to do that, please take that link to Hypsee and check out my pricing. All right, let's find out what else we're going to talk about as we move into the extended for Taurus. We've got the King of Swords. I like it. So I'm going to say that something is on point here. There is a decision. If you're making a decision, an inspired decision to end something so you can move into something that's more lucrative, whether that's with your health, your home, your hearth, your car, your money, material world possessions, whatever that is, you're making some sort of major decision because you're inspired to. You're not feeling pushed into it, Taurus. We do have the King of Swords and we have the World card. So I feel like you have decided you're closing the door on one thing so you can move forward with another. This is a really big shift in your week as you move into October here. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Something has come to a definite end. When I see the World card and the Ten of Swords, it's I'm never going back there again. So there's no possibility of going back through that door. So that's why this is such a big decision, because it's absolutely and completely ended. To me, this is the absolute end of something. But look, it's something you've been thinking about for a long time. You've got all the decision making in your hands. You're doing the best thing for everyone involved, but also all the details, the facts. You know exactly what you're doing. You've got the Excel sheets, the pie charts, you've gone through all of it. And I feel like it's a decision that you're making that is going to be best for everyone involved. Bottom of the deck, we have, there we go. The future is about to open up its gates for you and the ships are about to come in. So we're going to talk about that as well. Looks like there's an opportunity that's showing up here. Rather small, but nonetheless an opportunity. And you go from being disconnected, from being in this frigid realm to being by the pool. I'm just saying, things are warming up. I'm going to go to the extended. If you'd like to be there, you now know how to find us there. And if this is where we break away from each other, that's okay. Because look, I'll be back. Because I'm always back. You guys take care. Thanks, Taurus. Bye-bye.